Mark Carney's values are for sale. Carney is best known as Carbon Tax Carney, and for good reason, because for years, Carney has been arguably the loudest global cheerleader for the carbon tax.
On the carbon price, we're demonstrating leadership. For example, here in Canada, the carbon price path, price on pollution, I don't know the polite way to say it, but the carbon price path out to $170 by 2030 is exactly the right policy.
It is as important that the government has set out this path for the carbon price out to $170 by 2030 with the rebates for Canadians.
For Carney, the carbon tax is more than a policy. It goes to the core of who he claims to be. So much so that Carney prominently featured the carbon tax in his book entitled Values, Mark Carney's Values. In Values, Carney wrote that the carbon tax is one of the most important policies of our lifetime. According to Carney, Trudeau's carbon tax is a model for the rest of the world. But now that Carney is running to be Prime Minister, he's suddenly flip-flopped on his beloved carbon tax, telling Canadians that he would cancel Trudeau's carbon tax. This demonstrates that Carney's values are negotiable. They're for sale. So much for Carney's values. He's someone who clearly cannot be trusted. Carney will say and do anything to get elected. And consistent with this, while Carney is telling Canadians that he would cancel the carbon tax, he's telling radical Liberal Party carbon tax zealots that he would replace Trudeau's carbon tax with a new tax, an even bigger tax on key Canadian producers, costs that would be passed on to Canadian consumers. Carney can call this new tax whatever he wants, but what it really is a carbon tax, an even bigger carbon tax. Carney's claim that he would cancel Trudeau's carbon tax is nothing more than a cheap political gimmick in an effort to trick Canadians before the next election. But make no mistake about it, if Carney is elected, he would impose an even bigger carbon tax than Trudeau when he no longer needs your vote, but still needs your money. Only a common-sense conservative government led by Pierre Poilievre will axe the carbon tax on everything, for everyone, for good.